Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime. It's your girl
Ruka.
and Big Boy Sammy here, bringing you another episode of High Rise Invasion. You know what it is. Let's get right into it.
So we have covered episodes 6 to 9. We found out that Sniper Mask was actually forced to put the mask on, and then we also found out about the people who actually did so. It's Mamoru and all the masks that he has in his... It's the one non-sexual thing in this anime, and it's slightly odd. Okay, so we've got Mamoru.
Mamoru.
They've called him both because in the subtitles it did say Mamori, but he also said that his name was Mamoru. So maybe the Mamori is like a nickname. Who cares? So he actually has 30 masks under his control, but we really don't know if that was the truth. This guy is quite smart, so it makes sense that he would either lie to make the opposition think that he had less people under his control, or he's equally likely to lie and pretend he has more masks under his control so that he will have more fear. He seems to rule with fear and with an iron fist.
I want to go back to his name because I found it fitting that they called him Mamori, and we saw him put his head in between that angel's boobs because obviously mammary gland. I thought it was just hilarious, to be honest. It was like one of the only jokes that passed. Also, back to the whole show as a whole. It's actually starting to get good. Not great, but starting to get good. I'm starting to be invested in some of the characters. And what, 2/3 in?
Yeah, it took me until I would say episode 7, like maybe the middle of episode 7, for me to say, do you know what, I'm actually really enjoying this. I mean, it took way too long for it to elicit these types of feelings from me. As an anime, you need to get your together by episode
3.
2, I would say.
Some animes get 3.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's
not
say...
everything is Promised Neverland, innit?
Now that is an anime. Well, that's a controversy. Let's leave it. We have a lot of moving parts going on in these episodes. I'm actually really starting to like Yuri as well as a character, but still, it is because of Mayu why I'm liking her. It's Mayu's character and the way Mayu feels about Yuri that is making me kind of like Yuri, kind of, because you can't really see them apart from each other now. They are a duo and they have been this entire time. I'm not sure if Mayu has a crush on her.
Bruv, I called this last episode, fam. Come on. Bruv, remember when she put the legs in between hers and was giving her that tight hug and then she got embarrassed? Come on, that's the kind of thing you do when you fancy someone and they're innocent. Yuri has no personal space boundaries. She's very up close with people, and that's a bit embarrassing. And obviously Mayu likes that stuff, isn't it?
I'm not sure. The reason why I feel unsure about it is, yes, we have had the signs, but we have also seen Mayu's backstory, a little bit of it, where she said everyone was against her, even her own family. This is a girl who hasn't really had much affection from anyone else. So it would make sense for her to feel embarrassed when someone is coming close to her and showing her affection and kindness and wanting to protect her. Yes, it could be a crush, but it equally could just be because she's never felt such kindness, and how do you react to that when you've never experienced it?
Well, let's look at another evidence as well. You know how she's getting jealous of Kuon every time Kuon and Yuri are talking about being gods, and she feels left out in that clique, and she gives Kuon that dirty stare and had to solidify the fact that Kuon fancies the Sniper Mask, innit? She had to make sure that was embedded in there and be like, listen, stay in your lane, bro.
I agree with that, but also, again, that could be because this is the only person that showed her any kindness, and now that person's kindness and thoughts are split between her and somebody else. Jealousy is a very normal emotion, and you don't just feel jealousy because of someone you're attracted to. You can feel jealousy with a friend.
It's true. No, I agree with you.
Bringing it back to Sniper Mask, actually, I briefly touched on him, but now we have found more information about him and Rika, that they were actually friends. They seem to have grown up together and they've come to this world, and now we know that when they actually fought each other, it wasn't how they first showed us in the flashbacks. So when Sniper Mask was first getting his memory back, he saw the altercation, but he didn't see the whole thing. And in the episodes that we've watched, we have now seen that Rika was trying not to actually hurt Sniper Mask, and obviously that's because they have a history. I love the way they're actually dealing with these memories as well, and showing us how the mask really overrides so much of your personality. And I also like that they told us about the parts of the brain that the mask does not affect. Now, they didn't tell us in these episodes that we watched, but they did tell us in, I can't remember which episode it was, but when we watched the last couple of episodes, that's when they basically said that the mask takes away like your empathy, like it takes away a lot of your emotions, but it won't take away things like your hobbies, things that you were interested in. You will still retain some parts of your personality because it's not really necessary to be taken over. And I just really like the way that they're dealing with some of these people who are coming out of the mask situation. And we also saw that other guy, the Sumo Mask, who had some semblance of control but really not much, and he was just saying, please kill me, just kill me. He couldn't take it. I think they've done really well. The operating system recognized Mayu as having will, which I thought that was really interesting. Did the system intentionally power Mayu down so that Yuri would try to be closer to God? Because the system realized in that fight, remember the other person who was attacking Yuri and Mayu, the operating system was talking to the dude that was attacking them, and the system was like, her neurons, I think it said her neurons are operating the way someone who has put a mask on would act, but could it be? And then they didn't finish the sentence.
Yes.
So I feel like we can basically say that the operating system realized she had free will, but then we saw her get powered down afterwards. And then we saw the guardian angel approach both Yuri and Mayu after she had collapsed and basically tell her where she could find this mouthless mask to make her closer to God. Then we cut across to Mamoru, and he said that guardian angels avoid people closer to God and that their job is to protect this realm as is. So with that in mind, why would a guardian angel try to get another person to become closer to God and also to help someone who was supposed to be an angel retain their free will with their powers?
Well, let's even take it further back than that. Why did she get powered down then? The episode that the other angel noticed that she was different was a couple of episodes ago. She could have been powered down at any point. Why then? It all alludes to what you're saying. I agree. I think it's a conspiracy in order to make sure that certain things go on the path that they're supposed to. Now, the guardian angel did also speak as if there was something special about these Honjo siblings, Rika and Rika. It made me laugh how he got his name taken the mick out of.
That was actually out of order.
It was deep. It was deep, but it was hilarious.
Now that was out of order.
Because you didn't expect it, innit? I know it. But yeah, as we were saying, it seems like someone is trying to orchestrate something. And maybe the guardian angels are smart enough to realize that Yuri is the only person who can protect the realm and be a god at the same time and has the will and the fight to do it. Because remember, when Yuri put on that mask, the mask said, yo, it's basically your will, fam. We will give you the boost based on you. You don't just get boosts for free. You need to work at it.
Well, they are looking for the perfect god, so I'm wondering exactly what that means. So is the person that is the perfect god someone who has compatibility with every ability? I feel like that would make the most sense.
We're not given the list or the rundown of what the powers are. We know what some of them are. The ray gun, controlling mask, that kind of stuff. But we don't know what the meat and potatoes of the situation is. I'm not gonna lie. At first I hated this anime, but I'm kind of here for it right now, fam.
Yeah, I mean, for once, Big Boy Sam has actually picked a anime that is pretty decent. I think this has got to be the first time ever.
Can you not though?
So we really do need to give him his props. First time ever. Let's
well-
like just celebrate him for just a moment.
Wait.
This may never happen again. We just need to solidify this moment in history.
Why are you gonna sound like that though?
I'm
Why
just
is that-
celebrating
no,
you.
Listen, nah, then, fam, you know what you're doing, fam.
I'm just giving you your props.
You know what you're doing, fam.
I don't really know what you're talking about.
Listen here, yeah. You know what? I'll take it, but you could have done it better, innit?
Okay, well, you know, I also wanted to say that Yuri has this intensity in her character, and it's very mishandled, I think, because I feel like they cover it and waste it so much with sexual innuendo, and it takes away from it a little bit. When it's a guy, they can be intense, they can have a will, a strong will, and it is what it is. But with Yuri, it's constantly being undermined by underwear and booty shots. And why do we have to keep doing this? Like, can't you give us something? Like, can't we have just a little? Who is really in control here? I'm not talking about the person who or the thing that created this realm. That's too big for me to even think about right now, and I don't think we'll get to it in this season. I hope not, because otherwise it means they've rushed it. But I'm talking about Mamoru yet again. Who is in control here? Is it really him? Is this all his thoughts? Is this all his plans? And the person who makes me think that is Kojima, or Kojima, however you say his name, the butler. When Mamoru was getting all crazy because of the situation that was unfolding, he was thinking that the railgun being powered up was some kind of affront to him personally. And Kojima was like, yo, settle. And then Mamoru quickly fixed up. Like, he was like, oh, sorry. Control yourself! Control yourself!
Pipe down, little boy.
So that made me start thinking, like, how in control is Mamoru? Someone that's like him definitely needs to feel like he's in control, but that doesn't mean that he actually is. And I'm thinking that because clearly Mamoru isn't even in control of himself. So how can he really be in control of so many others? But then again, you do have people like the Joker, so maybe you can be out of control with yourself and also be in control of the situation. But then again, when has the Joker ever really won?
Wow.
Don't even start telling me about alternate universes. Leave me alone. Comics, don't come for me.
Okay, first of all, the Joker's awesome. How dare you?
The Joker is my favorite
DC
in
character.
all of Gotham.
What you've described is how someone will control a child, or a very immature man maybe, or someone uncontrollable. Like, that's how that will happen. Now, last time I checked, his name was I-Sama to all of these masks, and you know what the word Sama means? It means you're above me and I will do what you say, in it. Like, they even say Kami-sama when they try to talk about gods. Do you get what I mean? So whenever he speaks, they're supposed to listen. Who the hell are you to tell him to settle himself?
He didn't have a mask.
That's what I'm saying. Why does he not have a mask? That's what I wanted. Like, that's what I was coming up to.
He wasn't the only one that
Yeah,
didn't have
true.
a mask either.
So what was going on? Did he order them to be real with him, or what? What is the beef?
Personally, what I think is that Kojima knows Mamoru from the real world, and he probably helped raise that child.
Okay, I get you. So like Alfred and Batman sort of thing.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Also, some of the masks with Mamoru had names, and others just were whatever mask.
Dagger mask.
Why is that? Did he give the names to the ones that were of more intelligence? Or is there a different reason for them having names and others not having names? Again, we have been given a lot of questions. You said last time that you don't think that this one will get season 2. It's Netflix, so they'll probably only get 3 seasons based on how Netflix usually operate.
Yeah, with that.
But I do feel like they could get like 4 to 5 seasons out of this if they handle it well.
Well, they could get 2 more seasons and 3 more OVAs or something, innit?
Yeah.
Last thing I want to say is Yuri has grown on me, and you've passed so many dead corpses with clothes on, put on a damn skirt, or trousers or something like. And Mayu as well. Come on, your top's been ripped for days.
But her rip is only where the bra is. Only in the bra situation. Oh my god.
And there's too many talk of panties. Like, I know we mentioned this before. Like, who notices someone by their panties? Like, do you get what I mean? Not that blue skirt I recognize. That Sailor Moon outfit I recognize. Do you think Sniper Mask and Yuri, before this whole situation, had a bit of a situation? Because obviously if Sniper Mask and Rika were friends, he obviously knows about Yuri before the situation. Maybe she fancied him or he fancies her or whatever.
I completely agree with this actually. And what makes me think this is that when we first saw Sniper Mask, he was on the rooftop and Yuri was with that creepy police officer. And he aimed at her first and then he stopped himself. And then he killed the police officer first. Then he went back to aim at Yuri. Also, when he saw her, he picked up that little thing in his wallet and he was like, Yuri. Like, you could already tell that there was some kind of connection, and that's why I initially thought that he was possibly her brother.
Yeah, same. I thought that too. I think we said that together, didn't we?
Yeah. So now it does seem like he must have really strong feelings for her. Like they said, a lot of things are erased when you put the mask on, but there are certain things that are not. And he obviously had some pause, more so than he did with Rika, and that was his actual friend. Also, moving away from this a little bit, I really love the little relationship that they've shown us between Rika and Sniper Mask. I like the whole who's gonna live in the cooler way, and it actually explains why he looks the way that he does, and I think it also explains why he can't use a phone. I think that his version of cool is someone that doesn't use like phones and technology like that. He's trying to be suave in a kind of, I don't know, where would you even place his look? Like, he looks like a 20s detective, doesn't he? Like a kind of like...
But a cooler version, more like an edgelord, new Japanese sort of old new old hipster Japanese type look. Like the fashion that was going on last year in Japan. So I watch a lot of Japanese magazines and stuff. But yeah. But yeah.
Well, I like that.
I get what you mean though.
And even when he was about to die, the way he was like tapping his head, like he that was pretty cool. That was a cool way to die. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back again next Friday to finish out this anime. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Also, no spoilers in the comments, please. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace!